Hi guys, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs with another tabletop playthrough, and we are going to be playing Dungeon Command. The Curse of the Undeath versus the Sting of Lolth. The Drow defending their homeworld from the encroaching Undead. So as you can see, I have everything set up. The board's ready, all the treasures are out. The minis are ready, the tokens are all ready, so let us take a look at what commanders we have chosen. Okay, for the Undead we have Morgana Valistov, however it's pronounced, and her special ability is Unstoppable Hordes. All undead creatures you control gain the following power. If I tap that creature and lose 1 morale, I can prevent 20 damage to that creature from one source. She has a creature of hand of 3, which means she can only hold 3 creatures in her hand, 3 creature cards. And she has a starting order hand of 5. Okay, so she has a morale of 14, which is quite high, and a leadership of 7. So 14 and 7. Oh, just a little tip for you guys. You might find that these things move about a lot. So what I've done, a little bit of sticky tack just on there, because normally as you're moving about this will get pushed around and you can't remember which number it's on. A little bit of sticky tack, stick it down. I've got the same on that, stick it down, and voila. Just stops it moving around. So the Undead Commander Morgana versus Alessandra Malistros, or Malistros, however it's pronounced. So her special ability is Walls of Web. Add 2 to the speed of each spider and drow creature you control. Now I'm sure I'll forget all these, so I hope you guys keep me right. And her creature hand is 4, so she can have 4 creature cards in her hand. And her starting order hand is also 5. She has a morale of 13. And a leadership of 7. Okay. There we go. So, fairly evenly matched. Alright, so Morgana has a starting creature hand of 3. So, I will grab 1, 2, 3. And an order hand of 5. 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you these cards. Okay. So, obviously, any creatures that come out and where the cards turn over, I'll show you the cards. But I'm going to keep these a secret, so you don't know what the Undead is up to. I will show you the Drow cards, but I'm not going to show you these ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick look at what creatures she's got, what creatures she can bring out, and I will be back with you in a second. Alright, we've checked what card Morgana has, and she has a leadership of 7, so she can bring 7 levels worth of creatures out. And she's going to bring the Skeletal Tomb Guardian. Whenever this creature makes a melee attack, it deals 20 damage to each other enemy creature adjacent to this creature. And she's also bringing out the Disciple of Kyus. Each enemy creature takes 10 damage whenever it ends its activation adjacent to this creature. So we have Morgana is bringing out her Skeletal Tomb Guardian and Disciple of Kyus. Okay, Skeletal Tomb Guardian. That's the little fella. Pop him there. And then we have the Disciple. There he is. Full of maggots, I think. Nice. So he shall go there. Okay. Now this is still the beginning. This is still before the first turn. So what happens is you place your creatures out, then you draw back up to your creature's starting hand, ready to begin. So she has one card left, so she's going to grab another two because her starting hand is 3 creatures, and I'm going to take a look at what these are. Interesting. Okay, yeah, put them there. So Morgana has finished her starting phase. She's ready for the game to begin. We move over to Alessandra. So Alessandra's starting hand, her starting creature hand, is 4. So I'm going to grab 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will take a look at these ones. Let's see what we have. We have a Demon Web Spider. And this also has scuttle, so it can move past enemy creatures. Only level 1. But only has 20 hit points. Okay. And I must remember that each spider and drow can move an extra 2 because of her special ability. Drow Wizard. Ooh, we got the big one out, the Umber Hulk. Level 5, 100 hit points. Burrow. This means it can ignore walls and terrain as it moves, but it cannot end its turn in a wall, which is this black. Okay, and if it ends its turn in anything like this, for example a hazard, then it's going to lose 10 points, 10 hit points. And it also has Confusion Gaze. Choose one enemy creature within 5 squares, slide that creature 3 squares, then make a melee attack that deals 30 damage. Interesting. And we have the Drow House Guard. Back to the Demon Web Spider. So we have 7 levels worth. So we could bring out something like this. 5, 6, 7. Or something like this. 5, 6, 7. We could in fact bring 2, 4, 6 and leave the Umber Hulk behind, because if we bring him out early and they all gang up on him, so is it worth getting just 2 creatures out? Or in fact you don't have to spend all 7. I can just bring this one out if I wanted, or this, like this, as long as the combination of levels is equal or less than the leadership, which at the moment is 7. So 7 or less. And let's leave the Umber Hulk, because we can use these to gang up. I'm going to leave the Umber Hulk till later, so I'll put that to one side. Oops, I'll leave that face down so I know. And we are going to use these. So we have Drow Wizard, and move these about a bit. Here we go. Drow House Guard and Demon Web Spider. So let's put those on the board. Demon Web Spider there. Drow House Guard. Oh, I didn't show you these, did I? I'll show you the Drow House Guard. And the Demon Web Spider. And finally the Drow Wizard. Okay. So now again, because we're still in the starting phase before the game actually starts, we need to now draw back up to our creature hand, which was 4. So we have 1, because any ones out on the board don't count as your creature hand. Only the ones that you're supposed to hold in your hand. There's 1. And then we got 2, 3, 4. So we know this is our Umber Hulk. So we have our Drow Assassin ready for next turn, if we could bring him out. At the end of this creature's activation, it can deal 10 damage to an adjacent tapped creature. The Drow Priestess. When deploying any spider creature, you can place it in any unoccupied square within 5 squares of this creature. The Drider Scuttle. I think we're back to the Drow Assassin, yep. Yep, so now we have 4 creature cards. We need to grab some order cards. I haven't grabbed the order cards yet. And she needs 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take a look at what we've got. Close call, immediate. Prevent 40 damage from this creature from one source. So immediates you can play at any time, whether it's an opponent's turn or even your turn. Okay. So when they attack, this is when you usually play it. So they'll attack a creature. You can then immediately play this card and prevent 40 damage. As long as the creature has level 3 and it has this Dex attribute, and you'll see how that plays out when we play the game. So we have close call, quick jab, make a melee attack that deals. So you play this on a creature, and wherever that creature's melee damage is, you can do extra. Minor, you can play as many minor cards as you want on your turn. They don't cost an action, so you can play this and then move and then attack again as a standard action. Again, minor, so you could play this. You could say, right, I want to shift 6 squares on a creature, and then play that on the same creature, and it does a quick attack. So minors are very good. Shift 6 squares. Again, another minor. Choose 1 hazardous terrain square. Deal 20 damage to each creature within 2 squares of that square. Awesome. These type of things are hazardous. Fire. Close call. I think we're back to 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, we've got 2 close calls. That's why. Interesting. So that's our order cards for Alessandra. So that is the startup phase done for Dungeon Command. Morgana and Alessandra are ready to battle it out. We have our creatures, we have our order cards, and we have our minis on the board. So join me in the next video when Morgana will take the initiative and start moving. So until then, I will see you guys later.